Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is another normal game sent in by the fans to Lifesaglitchtv at gmail.com. Mr. Max was Black.
Yeah.
Hit me up with that old school noise. Got chicken in there. Alright, fuck it. Down here in the bottom left, we've got SgtCodey, and in the top left we have the Red Zerg, because we're still on a PvZ hype. All too well.
Yes.
How many, are we, is this 7?
7.
8?
I think it's 7. Good news, I think both of the other casts are not PvZ. So...
Damn.
So I think there's like a PvT coming and I don't know what the other one is, but they basically said it in the description, and I like kind of purposely tried to not grab PvZ. This one, there was no description. I just grabbed one at random. I think they said this one was Diamond, but I don't recall. So I don't know. You know what? I'll put up Diamond for now. We'll let the people at home,
sure,
you know, guess to see what they think it is.
Why not? Well, for now, it looks like, I mean, as you would expect, relatively standard opening, although am I high, or is that gateway a bit on the late side?
It is. It's a little bit late. Nothing too crazy, but, you know, on a high level, you're gonna get punished by, like, a fast pooling Zerg there. But he's okay. Everything is fine. All is well in the world. And, we will live to see, hopefully, a mid and late game. Before death.
If you're wondering why our energy is so fucking weird right now, Mr. Black and I, before this game, we got on, and, you know, Mr. Black's been having a day and in general a week, but then, you know, that spun out into talking about all sorts of adult stuff and fixing the world's problems for a good solid 2 hours.
Feels like it.
And then we started casting StarCraft, and so that's where we are. That's where we are now.
We basically had our own podcast without an audience.
Yes,
that's pretty much what happened. True. Which, you know, it's whatever. We haven't done that in a minute, so I'm okay with it.
But here we go. We got a little bit of Zergling action coming down here. He got minimal scouting in before with that drone, but this is obviously he doesn't need to know too much, you know, beyond wanting to go down there and start poking his head around. So he's sending the Zerglings to do just that as he gets his expansion up. I don't know who's in the lead. Oh, Zerg is ahead in terms of expansion timing, and so Protoss already a bit on the back foot, but this shouldn't be anything he can't handle.
Yeah, no, and it's pretty normal, too. Like, a Zerg can naturally get a hatchery out a little bit earlier than, say, a Protoss will get a Nexi out or a Nexus out. Simply because, like, you gotta open up your standard gateway, Cybercore. You know, with the Zerg, it's like, hey, do I go fast pool or not? Let me put down this hatchery. It's 300 compared to 400 minerals. Naturally, you can hold off your natural a little bit quicker, so that's not really a big differentiator. But stopping that natural from happening here, now we're talking a huge difference, because smartly, ALLTOOWELL knows all too well that, you know, taking that down, he's got a stalker out, he didn't do a proper wall off. He's like, you know what, I think I'm free to go ahead and throw down this third and get a little greedy, and that's exactly what he's doing, and he's keeping Lings alive. A lot of the times in the really lower leagues, they'll just, like, piss off these Lings and they have no vision. So as long as he can kind of keep the Lings in this vicinity, he'll be fine to see, hey, is he going to do an all-in on me? And he should periodically keep going up to see if a natural goes down. If a natural does go down, which it has, he knows that typically, unless it's a complete and utter fake out, and where he's going to cancel the Nexus last second, that it shouldn't be an all-in, and he's going to be totally fine to drone up on this third and basically go into a macro game.
Yeah, he's got all sorts of time after that successful stop, and honestly, in my fast DT. Well, I mean, you've said this before, is that when you get a Protoss a bit behind, and like Day 9 said back in the day, when behind, Dark Shrine, the classic fucking rhyme that he dropped, and you have to prepare for it. You said this a couple of casts ago, is that you need to understand that you can get greedy, but your scouting has to go up. Yeah. Oh shit, this is a drop
already. I didn't even see. I was on the Unitab.
I didn't even see him upgrade that shit.
Well, I was on the Unitab for once in my life, and now he's going to see the Shrine. He has no forward pylon, and his mineral line is getting absolutely wrecked right now. So not only does the Zerg see the Shrine,
that would suck.
He's killed the probes. He's already destroyed a natural, And now he's going to commit to try and kill this. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. And he smartly gets his ass back into that Overlord and goes. So immediately, we're going to see Spore Crawlers go down, and we're going to see Overseers get made as well in preparation for a DT push. Sadly, no proxy pylon, which means there's going to be no DTs. That whole timing is fucked. You basically have to give up on the DTs, turn them into Archons, and, you know, just macro heavy, because you know the moment that ALLTOOWELL notice that shrine, he's going to start dumping a bunch of minerals into defense, and at that point, you basically just need to stop attacking, macro up, and try and get back into this game, because that's a lot of damage has been dealt at him. A lot.
Yeah, just to say the least there. Now, SgtCodey thinking that he can get up here with the two DT unnoticed. Unfortunately, ALLTOOWELL, well, he didn't know ALLTOOWELL yet, but he had just dropped those lings out of the Overlord that had like -1 HP at the time.
Yep.
And they were running up the map and just so happened to come across the DTs who were A-moving. And so it was a first alarm system for ALLTOOWELL, and so he knew that they were on the way. Here they are. Here's the Overseer. Here are the lings, and a bunch of. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, horrible trade. He should never even gone down there. It's just dumb.
No, he should have known by the time he crossed the map that.
Yeah.
You know, Spore Crawlers would be up, observe, all that shit would have already been there, Overseers and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so yeah, not much. I was gonna say before we saw the drop. You know, if I was the Zerg, and this is why I don't play StarCraft on bronze, but like if I killed the Protoss as one, if I killed the Protoss as one, or had him cancel it, and I already have a second base established, I'm not even building the third. I'm all-inning 2 base Roach, and I'm killing the Protoss that way.
That could work.
Because you can go ahead like this.
Yep.
But you're letting the Protoss, who's going to be a base behind, but eventually Protoss can tech. And as we know, there are certain timings, especially in lower levels, where Protoss's tech, we've seen this happen before, can outdo macro unless you know what you're up against, you know what you're doing. And if you don't scout it and stay ahead of it, which he, like, literally, coincidentally came across the Dark Shrine. Completely fucking coincidental. And he wasn't even going down there to scout. That was going down there to attack. So he saw it, but he hasn't gone back down since. He doesn't really know what he's up against. And as such, he's kind of preparing for multiple scenarios. He's got a bunch of Hydra, he's building a Spire, and he's kind of, I don't want to say wasting time, but he's giving the Protoss an awful lot of time to get to tech that's going to be able to allow the Protoss a chance that he might not have had before, or shouldn't have had before.
No, I pretty much agree with everything you said. He's being a little bit passive here. I think maybe he just got a little too spooked over the shrine. He's not really doing a whole lot now outside of droning up, getting some more lings. He's got upgrades going. And just like you said, Protoss is starting to tech. He had such a massive economic advantage. I mean, still does. 32 probes to 55, 3 base to 2. Second base still isn't fully saturated. No assimilators down, so really just getting gas off 2 assimilators, one of which only has 1 probe in it. You're right. I think if he would have teched and transitioned right into a Roach Ravager, and then, you know, he definitely at the very bare minimal would have killed the natural. There's no doubt about it.
Mr. Black. Top left of Sergeant's base. Yeah, he's looking to maybe do a drop. Maybe this would be Banelings this time instead of Zerglings. That would be way more effective.
Yeah, for
at this stage of the game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it looks like he might continue to just go with Zerglings.
Well, it might work because there's no units inside the base right now, so he might get 5 or 6 more probe kills before the units get inside that base. One thing that ALLTOOWELL is doing is he is spread around with Overlords virtually everywhere, so he's prepared for any type of drops that may or may not happen. He also has both vision towers. He sees everything that is moving across the map, which is probably why he's got a little bit confidence in terms of grabbing this 4th. But at the same time, he's got to understand this Protoss has been on 2 base for an awfully long time, and that main base is going to be running out of minerals pretty soon. There's only really one thing that a Protoss can do at that point if they're not going to get a 3rd, and that's to all-in push. And I mean, fortunately for ALLTOOWELL, he's done such huge damage that his army really isn't all that scary. And remember, he is going to see this army starting to come up the map, and it takes a long time to travel. These maps are big. By the time he gets up there, he's going to have a mountain of units. Not only that, he's got Muta out on the field. I saw them somewhere. He's got, what, 11 Mutas out on the field as well. So pretty soon there's going to be some harassment going to be going down on these mineral lines. I hate to call games, Adam.
Especially around here?
Especially on this channel specifically.
I think it's safe, though. You go
right. But I would be shocked if SgtCodey comes out with the W here. 78 supply to 144, and of that 78, 39 of them are probes at 10 minutes into the game. And within, I would say, the next 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, ALLTOOWELL will be 200 of 200.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his production, or not his production, but look at his income right now, gas and minerals alike.
Yeah.
He's been floating above 1,000 for the longest time now. He can't keep up. He doesn't even have enough larva to keep up with his current income. So, yeah, definitely going to be going up there towards 200. Probably could have got there faster if he wanted to. The only thing that I would say that I would like to have seen ALLTOOWELL do a little more of is creep spread, because he's done all these other things right. Yeah. He's got the map vision, he's got the macro, he's got the response on the harassment, but the one thing he didn't do is creep spread. And in this situation where he would be up against somebody maybe that reacted to this a bit better than SgtCodey did, that might be another defining factor of the Protoss being able to do a lot more damage and get himself back in the game than he would have otherwise.
Yeah, and Muta's coming in, completely destroying the mineral line. I took the game from a diamond marker down to a platinum at this point. I don't even think this is platinum level. You know, once you mentioned the creep spread, it really hit me. It's like, yeah, the vision's really good, but why are you not creep spreading? I mean, you've had such a huge advantage. He's starting to do it a little bit now. But come on, bro. You need to do more damage than this. I mean, the longer he waits, this army's gonna get fucking scary at him. I mean, he just keeps giving him more and more time. If you don't, if he sits around and fucks around, he's gonna find out real soon, bro. He's gonna find out real soon.
Yeah. If they were like, let's say, yeah, that's not good though.
Yeah, them
if there were like 4 Archons in this army, I'd be real scared for ALLTOOWELL. Yeah. But as it stands, there's enough Muta here now that the giraffes could probably get sniped, even if the stalkers were standing around them. He's going to teleport back here to try to do some work. Got the wrong nexus to teleport to, though. And unfortunately, since he's got everything grouped up, I mean, if ALLTOOWELL won, he could turn around and kill that friggin' giraffe for free.
Yeah.
But this is just very difficult harassment, and he's going to need to have Archon or High Temp at his expansions.
Yeah. He's fine.
And that's assuming he can also somehow keep the swarm hosts off his doorstep, which is a thing in and of itself.
Yeah, I mean, now it's what, 70 supply to 175, 59 units lost for Protoss, the vast majority of them being probes. The Mutas are still going in and out. I thought for just a quick second, for a fleeting 20 seconds, that there was a chance that Protoss could pull some leg TV shit and take this game. But honestly, this harassment is so brutal that I don't see a way out. I really don't.
Well, the only thing right now is that, like, unfortunately for Protoss, it's a shame that he doesn't have high temps or something, because the reason why this is going so well, and I think why we're also not seeing very much creep spread, is that ALLTOOWELL's got a lot of stuff down in general for his play, but obviously multitasking is not his forte. He's sitting 6,500 minerals, 2,200 gas. He's still not 200 for 200. And so all of his attention has been caught up just doing this harassment.
Yeah.
And so again, if he were up against somebody, and at this level of play, you get kind of 2 types of players, right? You get a player that's like micro god, that can't quite break the ceiling because he can't macro behind it, and then you have the macro gods that can't quite fucking micro, and sometimes, you know, the micro beats that other player out. I think that's what we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
Is that Cody is just not strong enough to be able to keep up with it. But if ALLTOOWELL comes up against somebody even a little bit better than not being able to spend 7,500 minerals and 3,000 gas and not be 200 for 200 when you're floating that many with 1, 2, 3, 4, what, 5 hatches?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
He should be maxed.
Macro hatch now.
100% of the time, he should be maxed.
Oh, yeah.
200 constant.
I mean, at the very least, you could just make, like, fucking, 15 more Muta and just fly around with the Mutas and just keep creep spreading and getting hatcheries. Yeah, you could literally build anything. Masselings for all I care.
Yeah, he could just constantly build 50 fucking lings at a time.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
Yeah.
And probably be just as effective around the map as if he and let them die. Like just A move into a base while he's muting and swarm hosting, and keep it going. But I mean, I feel like I'm shitting on fucking ALLTOOWELL. I mean, like at the end of the day, he's done very well here. He's got a lot of different attacks going. He's using a lot of different units. Is that the most efficient? Not always, but right now, you know, in general, he's doing a pretty good job with it, and he's got, obviously, SgtCodey completely flustered. Cody has been able to really piece it together, but he's just been walking back and forth, God bless him. It's these fucking 3 bases back and forth. He might as well just put them on a friggin' patrol route at this point, because that's all he's being able to do, and here comes the Muta for an attack on nothing.
Yeah, I mean, this third is going to go down now. He just keeps hitting them out with Swarm Hosts. Every time he leaves one stack of units, he gets hit on the other side. It's just back and forth. We have now officially reached, what are we at, Oprah money now? Or Facebook money? 10,000 minerals?
Someone,
Yeah, I mean, it's an obscene amount of cash. The minerals for SgtCodey is 200. He lost this third. There is a 0% chance he wins this game now. All he's got is 3 Colossi and a few Stalkers. I think at this point, it's just, he's just playing with his food. I mean, there's...
Yeah, ALLTOOWELL hasn't even brought his Hydra down here.
No.
Like, the Hydra is just a ball outside of his third.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, you know, SgtCodey, unfortunately, is just being toyed with right now. I mean, I'm surprised Cody didn't just say fuck it and base and just go to his base. Like,
well, he has to.
Like, I don't know what...
He has to
I don't know what
point.
he's trying to, like... Yeah, like, he can't keep up with the harassment. You know, and why would you even go up there? Those only last for so long before they disappear. Like, what you need to do is just go after the Swarm Host or go after the Nidus, and then just say, alright, I gotta cut my losses here, because, dude, this is the conga line back and forth is not it. Well, in a fucking weird way, this dude's 91, 134 versus 168 that has stayed 168 for a hot minute. Jeff, I don't want to say it.
Don't do it, Adam.
Is it gonna happen?
I mean,
is it happening?
He hasn't killed any Colossus, no Stalker. Now he's finally going up the fucking map. You got Swarmos killing a base that he doesn't give a fuck about anymore. He's got Blink. He needs these 3 Colossus. He needs to do a Blink backwards right now. Get these Colossus in the fight. Every fucking Stalker is so important at this point. Beautiful Blink back, and now he needs to do a Blink forward. The Mutas are now deciding to go down. He is not helping this army at all. He still hasn't built a fucking unit yet. 12,000, finally! He finally breaks the
194!
But Adam, is it too late?
At what cost?
Oh my god, what has he built? Oh my god, he's building 100 lings. Why are you building lings? Build
Why are you building lings now?
Build mass mutalism.
Oh no!
Oh, he's recalled his Stalkers back to the base.
Wait, why did you recall?
No, you fool!
You fool!
What are you doing?
You fool! Why you were the chosen one!
Oh my god.
Oh my Cody!
Oh my god. And then what?
Why?
Why? Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable. Why in the fuck would you decide to recall all of your units back to save a base that you're racing? And all he made was lings. All he made, I'm not gonna sit here.
Bro, he had Colossi with the Stalkers around the fucking Colossi, and the Colossi melt all of them in like fucking 4 sweeps, bro.
Yes. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say he would have definitely won the game, because this is a lot of minerals, and the dude could have just made mass Muta over and over and over again, or mass whatever, and he probably would have been fine, even if he would have lost the third in the natural and even part of the main. I mean, he's got quite a bit still. But I mean, any chance that you just had, you had a fucking small window, and you pissed it all away by just recalling the Stalkers and leaving your Colossi there to die. Why? Anyway,
okay, so at what point, though, does... Alright, Sergeant, if you're watching this game, by any chance, I need you to listen very carefully. If the Swarm Host is sitting outside your base and it's sending the Swarm in, the Swarm is on a short timer and they all die automatically.
Yep.
Taking all of your units up to the base, by the time they get there, you ain't killing them, and they're dying on their own before you get any work done.
Facts.
Ignore the fact that they're in the base. If you know where they are, go to the source,
Yep.
Don't worry about the swarm hosts in your base. Shooting them, you're just gonna lose units for no fucking gain at all.
Yep.
You just gotta go find the swarm hosts themselves.
Yep.
But nevertheless, unfortunately, yeah, got a little recall happy, and now he's out here, you know, doing his best with 48 for 126 versus somebody who finally hit 200 for 200 after 20 minutes into this fucking match, having like 168. The man's sitting on so many resources, it's insane.
Look at this shit. Just look at this dude's memeing right now,
God.
bro. All Too Well is
meme
straight
now.
up memeing him, bro. He's playing with his food. This has been 21 minutes of just him sitting there to see how much damn minerals he can get. And now it's just an infinite amount of banelings, which is gonna frickin' break my game here in a second. And I've got a hell of a graphics card. It's like, it's struggle bussing. There we go.
This is your CPU is what's dying right now.
Okay.
It's trying to.
I've got a hell of a CPU as well, but yeah.
Yeah, true.
I suppose.
Yeah, no, StarCraft doesn't care.
Yeah, it doesn't give a shit. Well, there's the recall.
Here it is.
Time to die. That's a rage quit right there. That's a rage quit. Balls. Balls. Oh my god. Oh my. That's the thumbnail right there. Oh my god. What? Oh,
Man said touche and took it like a champion.
Wow. Well, patreon.com/legtv. Head on over there and throw some money at the screen, please. If not, that's okay. Do the thing. If you don't know what the thing is, it's called hit the like button, all right? Make that happen. I bitched about the like button there on a cast there a couple days, or a few casts back. Likes are way up. You see? Sometimes you just got to remind them. Hit the dang like button, all right? And if you want to take it a step further, go check out NordVPN, our beautiful sponsor. Link will be in the description below. Use that promo code OTT. Help us out, help yourself out, and the sponsor. Stay safe, stay anonymous, watch different regions of Netflix and other streaming services at the click of a button. You can use up to 6 simultaneous devices, guys, with a 30-day money-back guarantee and 4 extra months when you get a 2-year subscription using that promo code OTT. Come on. It's a no-brainer, guys. That's less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks a month. Make it happen. I don't know what else to say, Adam. Do you have any final words for our players?
Wash your balls daily.
It's good advice.